So, well, your thoughts on the festivals happening here in South Australia, specifically like Adelaide Fringe, the good, the bad, and what are the points for improvement as well?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, this is a city uniquely where, because I teach a class on festivals and curation that also looks at the experience of the festival. And no place have I ever taught where when you ask a room of people what their first experience is with the performing arts and why they're interested in it, it always comes from the festival experience here, right? It starts with that. And so there's this magic that happens that is embodied, it's in place. It happens at a time and a place when people gather together. Say if it's the International Festival, it might be when you're standing there looking at the river from this beautiful lawn, and it's the end of summer. If you're at the Adelaide Fringe, it might be an experience in Rymill Park or at the Garden of Earthly Delights. But it is not just about the programming; it's about the experience of being in a particular place, and often being with people you like, right? And the Cabaret Festival, for instance, a newer one. I mean, that festival gets us together in cozy, warm spaces in winter, and it's a much needed kind of tonic in winter. It's sort of, for me, it feels like it gets us through the winter. Oz Asia, which now comes in the spring, another festival that has a really unique kind of identity and a particular kind of programming that brings in some of the most interesting work from all over Asia that is contemporary, right? So under Joseph Mitchell's watch, under his artistic directorship, that festival has really focused on bringing in the sort of best of contemporary work. So we've got these tremendous, and then of course there's what was I going to say? There's the music festival. There's so many, but okay. So, but these festivals are incredibly powerful, and they happen at certain times of the year. WOMAD as well, right? I was going to say about WOMAD. I mean, WOMAD, the Botanic Gardens. You're there. It's like everybody's there, and you're in around these Moreton Bay fig trees, and it's a really every year. If you go to these festivals, you can't wait till the next year to have the experience again. But what I guess I would like to see more of is the kind of experience that we have at festival time happening in places throughout the year, and I mean, people talk about this, we got too many festivals. I think it's really more, the issue isn't that we need fewer festivals, because the festivals fulfill a particular need, and they bring us great joy and happiness, and they're well spaced through the years, the major ones. But it's really more of how can we create the conditions under which the people who can create particularly new work, innovative work, and present it at any time of the year, right, or at non-festival times, and still have that experience of community and coming together, right. And I'd say that's the thing that we're lacking now. It's not easily created. I don't know if you can artificially create a precinct in which that can happen, and it may be that there are multiple levels. There's the work that goes on at the Art Center, which is it's also related to demographics and income as well. So maybe we need more funky spaces, but you can't just kind of create that overnight, right? And there are companies that are working in smaller spaces and in warehouse spaces as well. So I'm not one to really speak of the downside to festivals. I think festivals, they bring us comfort and joy and fulfill a lot of needs, and they're good for the economy, and they bring people here. At festival time, sometimes I go and I see lots and lots of shows. I mean, I see 20 shows in 2 weeks. So I wouldn't want to say, you can't just say, if we get rid of those, there'll be more stuff happening the rest of the year. It's not that simple.
Right.